Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, good morning. Holy crap. Another Monday. Friggin' Monday, man. This Monday has Monday vibes all over it. Like sometimes it's like, oh, I can't believe it's Monday already. This one I'm like, yeah. The headache, the heaviness, the sleeping in, the not being enthusiastic about life. This has Monday vibes all over it. With that said, it is looking like a gorgeous day. I mean, the sun's trying to shine, the grass is green, there's dandelions and violets all through the yard. It's just really, really beautiful. The little baby buds. The baby buds are on the lilac bush. I mean, it's a gorgeous day. I just need to catch up with it. And it's hard to say if I will or not. So the herb of the week is lemon balm. Yeah, back-to-back chill-ass herbs for ho. Last week we did California poppy. I have the Cali Poppy Nerdy podcast ready to record for Herbal Marie. It's pretty short. It is short. There's just not much to it. And then this week, Lemon Balm. And I already have a nerdy podcast recorded that I did a long time ago at Herbal Marie for Lemon Balm. So I really could just take it easy this week. It's like, I feel like I'm going to take it easy whether I want to or not. So I might as well just take it easy. And then even today, we only have 3 cards. Unless I missed one, we only have 3 cards. I do have a book that has lemon balm in it. I don't have an oracle card for it, but I just want to shout it out right now because if you like this podcast, you will love this book. It's called Wisdom of the Plant Devas by Thea Summer Deer. I believe that's what her name is. I can hardly read it from here. But it's Wisdom of the Plant Devas. And the artwork in there, she could make a little deck of cards. She could also write a second book. Thea, if you're listening. I would like a Wisdom of the Plant Devas part 2. It's beautiful. But anyway, she incorporates nerdiness with celestialness and deva-ness and just all these beautiful messages. She ties in galactic ties and just life lessons. It's an awesome book. So once again, Wisdom of the Plant Devas. She has a lemon balm entry in that book. Lemon balm is an amazing herb. It is the one herb this summer I will be most certain to tincture. Oh my goodness, yes. We do not live without lemon balm here. It's a beautiful, calming, relaxing, antiviral herb, but it really is just, oh my gosh. I just couldn't even imagine my life now without lemon balm tincture. And during the summer when it's growing fresh, it does make a delicious tea. And I think that's all I do with it. I think I've made a vinegar with it, but other than that, I just love it as a tincture. I really, really, really love it as a tincture. So it's like something that like in the back of my mind, like I do have a friend who has a bunch and I count on her to share, but in the back of my mind, I think you should try to plant more lemon balm. It gets bullied out of my growing space by catnip because it's not as aggressive. Even though it's like a mint in the mint family, I believe. Pretty sure on that. It's not as aggressive, so catnip comes up and just pushes it out of the way. But yeah, lemon balm, if you haven't grown it, you gotta, because you need to have some fresh. Once you dry it, it loses most of its loveliness. You maybe could freeze it. You can maybe freeze it, but even then, you'd have to have it fresh. So You gotta have some fresh tea. That's what one of our cards is. We have 2 tarot cards and a magical herb card. And the 3 of water from the Herb Crafters Tarot, that's what the little scene is, a lemon balm tea party. And it's a little kid teapot. So that should tell you that it's gentle and safe for kids. I give lemon balm to my daughters when they're being like overly emotional, like yesterday. My one daughter got a little lemon balm, a little California poppy, and some motherwort. Yeah, we were having one of those days. Whew, so no wonder Monday feels like a freaking Monday to me. I'm like, I love everybody, but I'm just sometimes get exhausted with everybody sabotaging my time, energy, and sleeping space. Okay, so anyways, on that note, we have that tarot card. Then we have a tarot card from the Herbal Tarot, the Moon. And what's really cool about that is I think it's not the next tarot podcast, but the next one. So I literally could be doing this card by the end of the week over at Herbal Marie too. That timing makes me laugh because it's funny how things are like, I didn't mean them to be so lined up and synchronistic, but boy, they are. So I might be doing that podcast very, very soon over at Herbal Marie, talking about the moon. You'll hear it first. You'll hear it first at Ho, though. It's got a big ass full moon on it. That is not how I will describe it over at Herbal Marie. I try not to swear on my Herbal Tarot podcast for whatever reason, but last time, boy, you could not tell I was trying not to because I was cursing. But I do try to keep it nice and sweet because it's Michael Tierra's deck and I just want to be respectful. But yeah, there's a big ass moon. There's a lemon balm plant growing in the forefront of the moon. Then there is a salamander and a scorpion next to the rocky waterfront. So very interesting card, the moon. And then, so those are our 2 tarot cards. But first, we're going to do a oracle card by the Magical Herb Oracle by Dear Dandy. It is Reflection. So we've got Reflection, the moon, and then the 3 of water. And that is our lemon balm hangout. And then, yeah, if you do ever get a hold of the Wisdom of the Plant Devas, I love that book so much, and the artwork would make amazing oracle cards, but she doesn't have that many herbs. Let me grab it for a second. She doesn't have that many herbs in it. All right, girl, if you're talking about the damn book again, slide your wheelie chair over there and grab it. Yeah, she's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... 12, 13 herbs, of course, 13, the number of the goddess. So yeah, it really would be a teeny tiny little deck, but she has lemon balm here on page 101, and it has a message of alignment. And she's got pages on each herb. So, I mean, it's an amazing book. And she has this little naked lady Deva fairy laying on the lemon balm leaf on her belly. And yeah, it's about alignment. And yeah, she has the story of lemon balm. Then she goes into the divination of lemon balm. Then she has a message from the Deva. What will you align yourselves with, my beloveds? The truth of the wholeness and interconnectedness of all of life. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing book. And she talks about galaxies and bringing yourself into alignment with your earth through the elements of earth, fire, water, and air. Lemon balm contains all of these elements, and when you eat and drink of my body, I will bring you into alignment with your sacred purpose as a human being. So, I mean, it's just incredible, this book, and it goes right along with how incredible lemon balm is. So I'm just telling you it's tasty, but it can bring you into your sacred alignment. So please grow it in your garden, grow it in a pot. It'll grow in a pot just fine. And have yourself some fresh lemon balm tea. And if you have enough to make a little tincture, please do so. You will literally want to thank me for it. Then she has a Melissa's chant and a recipe for all day Melissa, however you French that word together, that French word. And it's basically a tincture, but she's added angelica, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, coriander seeds, and some lemon peel. So yeah, what's up? But yeah, this book is friggin' awesome. Wisdom of the Plant Devas, Herbal Medicine for a New Earth by Thea Summer Deer. And it's published by Bear and Company up in Rochester, Vermont. I have many of their books, got it in their oracle cards. I love Bear and Company. If I ever wrote a book or whatever, I would go up to them and be like, I love you, pimp me. All right, so on that note, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. We hung out with Archangel Michael yesterday as a little special surprise. That was fun. And let me see who the hell's texting me, and then we'll dive into the magical herb oracle. So reflection. I like this word, reflection, because even this weekend, I'm noticing what's being reflected back to me, what's triggering me, how I'm triggering others, what I'm reflecting back to others. Reflection is a really good word. Reflect on that, think about that, contemplate that. Literally reflection as a mirror. Dang. When you can be really honest with yourself and be like, I am literally I'm projecting, and the world is reflecting back to me that which I am. When you can be really honest with yourself about that, I'm always so proud of myself for being like, wow, I'm a bitch. Or wow, my judgment is being reflected back to me. Or wow, I have been doing a really good inner journey and being honest with myself, and now it's being reflected back to me in more positive ways. So it can go either way. Or like, wow, I really am a generous soul, and look how many beautiful experiences are being reflected back to me. So it really is accurate. And once you can kind of like see it for what it is, then it's like, oh my gosh, thank you for reflecting that back to me. Or just, or even so, like your reflection in a mirror sometimes. I was joking last week how like many times I look in the mirror and I'm like, what's up, grandpa? Like, you ugly today, But it's like, it's reflecting back to me, not just my face, but like probably something underneath the face. Like, have I been nice to myself? Have I been enjoying myself? Am I appreciative? Am I enjoying life or not? Like, it will totally influence the reflection, and you can reflect on something with a positive light or with a negative dark light. And so I like the moon card up there, because that big ass moon is bright white, but it is pitch black around it. So that's kind of interesting too. And even like in the other plants, in the lemon balm up here on this card, there's a lot of shadows. There's a lot of creaks and crevices in her leaves and lines, and some places are reflecting light, and some parts of the leaf almost seem to be absorbing a little more shadow and darkness. And same with the 3 of water up there behind the tea party. There's really tall lemon balm, like they could really harvest that today, and there's a lot of, like, even though there's different shades of green and the light's reflecting off the top, underneath those lower leaves is the darkness that creates the shadow, that creates the contrast. that, creates the image. So anyways, that's my thoughts on reflection. Let's see what the magical herb oracle says. Lemon balm, Melissa officinalis. Oracle meanings. Although there is a lot to reflect on and even to resonate with more closely, be careful that you do not fall into melancholy. Your faith may be tested. Use this time to appreciate what has gone before and think about how you can evolve no matter what has occurred, positive or negative. Your purpose will be connected with events and situations in some way, and you must listen to your inner truth and intuition. Through the path, though the path or details may seem very unfamiliar and the outcome hard to foresee, you are being guided with a greater wisdom. Okay, and I have a feeling I'm going to yell at my dog if he keeps growling at the window like that. The outcome is easy for me to foresee here. Zen, knock it off. All right, so there's a lot to reflect on, and you got to be careful you don't fall into melancholy. I got to be careful. I literally struggle each day with hating life. I really do. And it's so crazy because I don't get that, because a lot of times I am so in love with life. It's insane, and I just enjoy it so much. And I think this world is beautiful, and I love the plants, and I like some of the animals, and I, even sometimes people seem so beautiful to me. But yeah, then a lot of other times I'm just like, I hate everyone. I hate myself. I fucking cannot wait to die. So it's like there's a lot to reflect on. There's a lot to see here. You gotta be careful you don't fall into melancholy. You've got to be careful. I know I do. I have to be careful all the time. My faith will be tested. Your faith will be tested. This is a really good time right now, having the world have been slowed down with Corona. For us to strengthen our faith through reflection, for us to appreciate everything, what has gone before, what might happen in the future, and I really do try to appreciate and stuff, but there are a few things that I'm still trying to understand. Like, how was that a reflection of me? How does that really work into my story? And why is it still part of my story? So yeah, your purpose will be connected with events and situations in some way. You must listen to your inner truth and intuition. So I'm listening, and I'll continue to listen, and I hope I receive all my answers. So yeah, we are being guided by a greater wisdom. God, I hope so, right? That's what keeps me going, that I am being guided by greater wisdom. There is a divine plan of purpose for me. Even when I don't understand, I don't get this at all, I don't even want this anymore. I am trying to have faith in that greater wisdom, that greater experience, and how I guess my experience here is adding to the collective, adding to my oversoul. I hope you're happy. I hope you appreciate me, oversoul. Ugh. All right. So anyways, the reflection card, this lemon balm card, magically, you can use a lemon balm for love, for healing, for friendship, for success, for balancing, and moon magic. So it's definitely one that's very, very connected to the moon. The deities with this card are Zeus, Diana, Artemis, Jupiter, Selene, Luna, Venus, and Aphrodite. The planets and satellite are Venus, Jupiter, and the moon, And the signs that this card in lemon balm are associated with is Cancer, Pisces, which they spelled wrong, and Sagittarius. Are you freaking kidding me? Should I just be an editor, a proofread, and not even an editor, just a proofreader? There it is, another misspelling. They wrote pieces, not Pisces. Who published this? Rockpool? You better be calling me too, so I can proofread your shit. And the element is water. So we have a lemon balm reflection spell. Lemon balm can be added to healing spells to increase their effectiveness. A cup of lemon balm tea each day is said to lengthen your life. So yeah, drink a little lemon balm every day if you would like to lengthen your life. Or it is pleasant and it's so sweet and it is antiviral. And if you have any trouble with cold sores or anything like that, like any type of virus that you've picked up, it helps keep it in check. So when you add lemon balm to wine and share it with a partner, it will strengthen your bond. So that's a lovely spell to do. Put a little lemon balm in your wine. Or if you guys aren't Elkies, you and your lover don't drink alcohol, you could just have some lemon balm tea or a little tincture and strengthen your balm. Strengthen your bond. Strengthen your balm. Aw, but that's kind of sweet too. Like, because a balm is a healing salve. So strengthen your healing connection, your healing balm that you have with each other, your bond. Oh, and I'll try not to be jealous. It can enhance connections with the moon when used in spells and rituals. All right, so this lemon balm reflection spell that I'm going to tell you about right now from the Magical Herb Oracle, this would be very good if performed under a full moon, and it will help you find deeper wisdoms within. So you're going to have to gather some fresh lemon balm, chop it up about only a tablespoon, or if you just had dried lemon balm, a teaspoon, which I never dry it. I never do. I use it all for tincture. That's how important it is to me. But if you wanted to either get a tablespoon of the fresh chopped or a teaspoon of the dried, you'll need a teacup and a tea strainer and boiling water and a flat bowl of water. And of course, just a handful of white rose petals, because you'll have those laying around, and a pen and paper or journal. So you basically create a cup of lemon balm tea with the fresh or dried herb by placing it in the tea strainer, then in the teacup, and pour over the boiling water. Sit before the large, flat bowl of water and cast the white rose petals upon it. Swirl it with your hand and watch the patterns that emerge as you sip your tea. Write down the thoughts, ideas, and feelings you experience. All right, so this is actually pretty cool. So you have a big old flat bowl or basin of water. You sprinkle on these white rose petals and you kind of swirl the water around with your hand and watch the patterns that emerge as you sip your tea. And you kind of just let yourself be open and if it makes you think of something or brings up something, write down your thoughts, write down your feelings, write down your ideas, and write down your experience as you sit there, chill out under the full moon, and sip your lemon balm tea. Well, that is really sweet, a reflection spell. Just, to give yourself a sacred, honorable place, a ritual even, just to literally say, I am going to make time to reflect. I'm going to make time to see what kind of feelings and ideas and experiences I allow myself to have when I give myself the space to do so. So that is really sweet. I like that. I like it. I don't know if I'll do it, but I like it. Now I would drink some tea, absolutely. I mean, and if I had access to white rose petals, sure, I might. I guess you could do that with other things too. You know, work with what you have. That's definitely been the theme in my life always. So this next card that we're going to is a 3 of Water from the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Now the 3s in this deck are plants that are easy to grow. Lemon balm is very easy to go. The 3s are always about flourishing, abundance, and harmony. And this 3 of Water has the messages to lift your spirit with the scent of happiness. Pleasure shared is pleasure multiplied. Celebrate your heart's delight. So yeah, there are three teacups and 3 cupcakes in this picture, and there's a stuffed animal kitty in a little chair on the table. So I don't know if one of them is for her, if there are real friends or imaginary friends, or maybe this little girl's just having a tea party with the fairies and her kitty cat. And it looks like lilac flowers in a little bottle vase. And yeah, the teacup, the teapot is cute. It's like little girl periwinkle in pink colors with a heart on it. So very, very sweet. 3 of Water. Lift your spirit with this scent of happiness. And that's the one thing you'll notice about lemon balm. It smells so good. It tastes so good. It's a little bitter, but it's pleasant. And if you just brush and rub the leaves and smell the plant, you know, it's wonderful. It's wonderfully aromatic. So an afternoon tea party is set for 3 on a delicate lace tablecloth in front of a giant lemon balm bush. Sweet confections, mismatched china, and children's toys are on the table. An old glass bottle used as a vase holds a single bright blue flower. The bees buzz. The giggles of little children are heard in the distance. Happiness is contagious. Happiness is contagious. I just feel like, you know, we need to be reminded of that so much, you know, because fear has definitely shown how contagious it has been recently. We need to understand that happiness is also contagious. A favorite of the bees, the intoxicating scent of lemon balm brings life to the garden. Rejoice, make merry, celebrate your friendships, spend time with loved ones, make new friends too. You have already done the work to attract the right people. Your community awaits you with open arms. Lemon balm spreads widely without effort, unless you have catnip growing there. Allow relationships to grow with ease. Show your admiration and appreciation for others. Express joy in all areas of your life. Lemon balm tea supports peace and calms an anxious heart. Now is the time to proclaim your true feelings. So yeah, after you've had your moment of reflection, and you know, you're like really in touch with yourself, now it's like, let's share that happiness and insight with your friends, with your circle. Proclaim your true feelings. You've done the work to attract the right people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your community awaits you with open arms. Make time for your friends, for your old friends, for your new friends, for everyone. Show your admiration for others. Show your appreciation for others. Lemon balm wants you to express joy in all areas of your life. And yeah, when you drink the tea, it's calming. It calms an anxious heart. It instills peace. And yeah, it's delicious, and she's powerful too, and you don't even realize it because she's so fucking pleasant. That's lemon balm for you. So crafting with the 3 of water with lemon balm, you can enjoy fresh lemon balm tea to lift your spirits. You can invite friends over for a tea party, share your joys over dishes of lemon balm sorbet. So you can get very creative. And then also it says to dip a lemon balm posy in sacred water. Sprinkle it around to brighten dark, stagnant spaces. So really use the energy of lemon balm to intend and manifest more happiness in your space. So if something needs brightening, let's reflect that joyful enthusiasm and that joyful, that contagious happiness. Let's see if we can start a happiness pandemic. All right. Yeah, 3 cards is plenty. All right, last card is the moon. The moon. I need to get better at the Roman numerals, but I think that's 18. I think this is number 18, the moon. Maybe. So we have 33 and 18, if I am correct. So this says the moon is ruled by Pisces, or if you want to spell it wrong, pieces. Like, I'm not even that good of a speller or nothing. Like, I rely on spell check to keep me afloat. Absolutely. I'm a terrible speller, but for being a terrible speller, that's what makes it so funny that I find mistakes. Like, I can still find the mistakes even though I'm really actually not a good speller one bit. Funny how that works. So the moon is in charge of our evolution, both physically and spiritually. We are in the Spirit of Herb by Michael Tierra, the Spirit of Herbs. This is the guide to the Herbal Tarot. So he says, as we recognize our self-unfoldment, we must confront our hidden fears and our shadow side of ourself. Our bodies must reflect and incorporate the old and new energies which we now function. So that's very interesting. I just posted a picture on my Facebook about old energies and stuff. And I was thinking that things are probably going to get worse before they get better. Not sorry to be a pessimist, but that's just usually the way it works. But anyways, it's okay because we need to confront our hidden fears and the shadow side of ourselves. Our bodies must reflect and incorporate the old and new energies, which we now function. So during sleep, moon energies process the changes that we go through in all aspects of our being, body, mind, and spirit. The moon also helps us to realize that forces greater than our own thoughts guide our evolution. So the moon has long been thought of as the grandmother, the mother of Earth. Her reflected sunlight is part of the dreamscape of forms and ideas which are to be and which have been. All things blend in her light, and the forms are softened. The primal yin energy that she emanates calls forth in us feelings and emotions that have long been hidden. She is the Piscean mist that sees all things as part of the flowing divine life force. The moon is the water and the substance of life. So that's a nicer rendition than an artificial satellite put there by malevolent extraterrestrial beings. Anyways, the scorpion on the moon card represents a self-centered ego. When the scorpion's internal reality changes, it can step out of its shell and move on to the next form, which is the lizard, a creature with the ability to regenerate itself physically. The rocks represent the mineral kingdom, and its evolution, and the plant is a representative of the plant kingdom's evolution. The idea of evolution, metamorphosis, and doing what is instinctive are all part of the moon's pull. So I will say this, however the moon got there, it really does influence me greatly, personally, and I see it collectively too. And many moons, many full moons have influenced me to be a little extra crazy and wild and instinctual, and you know, especially when they fall on my birthday, especially when I've had the help of some lemon balm tincture, because it is a tasty tincture. I mean, yeah, be medicinal, be respectful, but if you do need to have a drink, it's good for that too. So the lovely lemon balm, the herb of evolution. You can call her Melissa too if you like. She does help balance feelings and emotions. She helps resolve moodiness and melancholia. Melissa was sacred to alchemists, and the plant-based philosopher's stone is made from an alchemical preparation of this plant. In a metaphorical sense, Melissa guides us as we transverse the misty emotional state of the moon and enables us to view our emotions and feelings without getting lost in them. So, yeah, this is an excellent herb for children who function on moon energy for the first years of their lives. So, yeah, I've definitely called on Melissa in lots and lots and lots of ways, and I appreciate her so much. Like I said, I would never not make this tincture. I would go to great lengths to make sure I found some fresh lemon balm to make myself a tincture. Now, medicinally, she can treat fevers, nervousness, hysteria, insomnia, depression, melancholy, cramps, and gas, and is one of the best herbs for treating simple acute children's diseases, not just because it's got all these amazing healing properties, but also it's really pleasant. It's a pleasant flavor, so it's not like asking your child to take something heinous, you know what I mean? Like, they're not really going to argue with you like they would other medicines that taste much, much worse. So anyways, they talk about instead of making a sun tea, you can make a moon tea with Melissa, with lemon balm. So you make it just the way you would a sun tea, but instead of leaving it out in the sun, you leave it out overnight or for 2 to 8 hours under the light of the moon. So yeah, you put it on the ground so it gets the earth energy and the moon energy, and then yeah, you drink this tea on a full moon night and get in touch with and release deeper emotions. You put the intentions in your moon tea to do that. So yeah, lemon balm is incredible. So if you want to work more with lemon balm in the full moon, during the full moon, plants go into a deep meditation, and this is a good night for people to meditate as well during a full moon. And especially if you are working on past painful emotional incidents and working with moon energy and releasing those deeper emotions. Definitely look into this and definitely connect with moon energy as well. So just medicinally, if you have a cold or flu, this is also your girl. Melissa will also help you with all of that. So yeah, she is pretty deep. She is full of the emotions, integrating, working with the shadow, working with your deep, painful incidents. And then on a lighter note, yeah, she's just happiness is contagious. She helps you not fall into that depression. I would never go winter. I take her all the time. She's really, really amazing. Really, really amazing. Lemon balm is. But yeah, and she does help you with reflection and integrating and just having a good time. So it's like regardless of where you're at, whether you're in the middle of shadow work, you're struggling with melancholy, or you're on the opposite end, you're just so happy, you want to spread that happiness contagion, lemon balm will be at the tea party with you. Whether you're crying in your pastry or you are dancing on the table, lemon balm will meet you wherever you're at and help you wherever you're at. So it's a really amazing card. So if you don't have access to lemon balm, her herbal allies are peppermint, spearmint, and catnip, which is funny. The key words with this moon card from the Herbal Tarot is spiritual and physical evolution, moodiness, dreaminess, mystic visions or escapism through emotional and physical addictions. It might tell you need to look deeply inward, pay attention to what your body is telling you. Maybe you're being pulled towards some purpose, right? This is where the reflection comes in. This is where your awareness comes in. But lemon balm also has the message to deal with your past, deal with the past, deal with illusions. Maybe it's time to address feeling alone or your fears or whatever shadow work. It's like it's time to do it, and it's time to do it now. So on that note, lemon balm leaves us with, my emotions are rivers to the ocean of peace. I flow with the rhythm of life. Yeah, regardless of where you're at, you got to keep flowing with the rhythm of life, and your emotions are rivers to the ocean of peace. So as we release them, as we follow them, as we let them flow, they are all flowing to the ocean of peace. Even the crazy emotions, we're all adding to the ocean of peace. It's just different routes to get there. So I flow with the rhythm of life. This affirmation is brought to you by our beautiful Herb of the Week, Lemon Balm, and I dedicate them all to you. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am happy. I admire and appreciate my friendships. I celebrate the community I have attracted. I flow with the rhythm of life. I integrate and release deep emotions. I connect with the moon and face my fears. I reflect on my spiritual evolution. I am happy. I admire and appreciate my friendships. I celebrate the community I have attracted. I flow with the rhythm of life. I integrate and release deep emotions. I connect with the moon and face my fears. I reflect on my spiritual evolution. And so it is. I probably should have said I am happy and it is contagious. Oh well, what's done is done. I am happy, damn it. I am happy. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. There's your affirmation minute. We'll do it all week. I'll try to get it up on the Patreon page at Herbal Marie. You can find a link at herbalmarie.com. Take you over there pretty easily. You can print it out. You've got to sign up for Patreon, but you can print it out for free. And yeah, I am happy. I admire and appreciate my friendship. So it's always fun putting those affirmations together. All right. Well, anyways, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you here all week at Ho and over at Herbal Marie. And yeah, hopefully outside as well. Not that I'll see you outside, but I see you in my mind being outside a lot this week. And same with me too. Like, the nature is calling, and let's get out there. Whether it is under the sun or under the moon, get outside as much as you can. All right, so much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll pull some tarot cards.